And I think that that's what we need to learn in Nigeria. We need to learn delayed gratification. It will come. And so we need to enjoy the process while it comes. So, speaking of making something out of nothing, today's guest is a woman who truly embodies what it means to make those lemons out of lemonade. She started with nothing. She started hawking coconuts. I love coconuts, by the way. But I hear they're fattening.
I know.
She started hawking coconuts. And then she started making coconut meals and products from these raw coconuts. And today, she has made an empire out of it. I don't know if it's social media now, they say she's a billionaire. You know, social media, she just shows for cash. A billionaire. She's a small business entrepreneur, but what I think she's done is that she's built a sustainable enterprise. And I'll tell you why. Because she's using resources that would always have and would always need. And she is able to use this to cater for herself and her family comfortably. She's doing well. She hasn't had to succumb to any of the vices that people have to succumb to in the country to survive today. And I think that makes her a stellar example of the sort of citizens that we want to build through this radio program. Now, I met her, it's been a few years. I haven't actually met her physically. I hadn't met her physically before today. Yes. So today is my first time meeting her. But I just want to remind us that if you're sitting at home somewhere and just thinking about taking that next step and being afraid to take that next step, do you know that SMEs that is small, medium enterprises, are Nigeria's largest employers of labor? Did you know that? According to a recent survey, SMEs in Nigeria have created up to 84% of all jobs in the country. So what that means is that you would actually be doing a couple of other people a favor by starting up that enterprise, that vision that you've had in your head. Or you are somebody who supports somebody's enterprise. And what that means is that we all need to conduct ourselves very well, because these people who own these businesses are, just humans like you. They just took that step. They're people's mothers, fathers, uncles, grandparents, whatever. So today we're talking to the coconut merchant. Her name is Miss Twain, from the Crimson Coconut, the woman who is making her living from coconuts, the coconuts that we see around us. Welcome to the show, Twain.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be here.
Yes, and I'm so happy that you're here, because I remember the last exchange we had. So the thing is, my husband says, to eat healthy, I have to use coconut oil. And at some point, we had to have them have the oil imported from the village. And then I started looking, I said, surely there must be, a few people around here in Lagos who sell cold pressed coconut oil and at good rates. Because me, I'm a bargain hunter. And it's true now. How will my income be sustainable if I'm spending it all on big things from big shops? And so I just, and then I was part of a female group, and I asked somebody, and then they gave me her number. I had never met her, but from the first day I called this woman, she trusted me enough to send me her product. It's worth 30-something thousand naira, and she never said, she didn't say, pay me this first, or the bike guy who deliver, do this, and I never said anything. But I think the last time she sent it, I said to her, why are you sending me this without asking for money first? She had never met me. I never said, I'm this, I'm that, and that. She just, the first time I called her, I said, I want to buy. Oh, yeah, where are you? Okay, I'll send it. Send me your address. She sent it. And she didn't send it. The bike person didn't come there and stay waiting, say, she said I should take the money before I leave. So why did you do that?
That is me. That's how I do, honestly. most times people do say they are fraudsters online and all, but I felt my own thinking is that so far I'm not stealing. I'm working hard. So whoever wants to steal from me will have to try. And let me just put Jehovah God there.
Really?
Yes. So most time my customer calls or anybody calls, do you have this? Can we? Okay. Where do you stay? Your location? This is the price. Okay, fine by me. Okay, I send it unless you ask me that. Okay, should I pay now if you want to, or you see your product before you pay?
Right.
It's a simple thing.
Right. So have you had anybody renege? Have you regretted these actions?
I have
ever?
not. Never. I have not. Even to Ibadan, Akwa Ibom, abroad at times, I have not.
That's amazing.
I have not. Honestly, I have not.
That is amazing. You know, it just reminds me of because I ghostwrite sometimes, and I remember the story that one of my clients told me, Elder Ione. He wrote a book on Thanksgiving, and he's from Elisha, and he was telling me of the traders, the Oshomalo, that would sell you stuff without taking money.
Okay.
In those days, so the fact that you agreed that you would pay at such and such a time was okay. By the merchant, because they used to just go around, the neighborhoods and just give people goods and trust that they would pay. So, and I was like, at the time I was asking him, why would it? He says it's a gentleman's agreement. Like you just take people's word, people at their word. So obviously, I think things have changed a little because I've never, I don't think I've ever done it.
You're the first person telling me. At times, but the truth is, you don't even ask of money. Or if I should say, you can't take my money. You know me, I don't know you, but I just know you can't take my money. Yeah.
The last time I was like, wait.
Yeah, you said so. Why are you saying these things?
Okay, so tell us, how did you start this business?
All right. I'm from Badagry.
Oh, okay.
So
we
grew up with coconut.
Yes.
However, my mother was into coconuts. We used to consume it at home while we were young, and also use on our skin. So that was how I got to know how to produce hot pressed coconut oil.
Right.
So after 2018, when I realized there was no job coming, I've done all my best applying for jobs and all that. There was no job. I was okay, what should I do? I went into baking.
So sorry, this is what you do. So it's normal to make hot pressed coconut oil in Badagry.
Yes, it's very,
because
very.
you have it in abundance.
We have it. A baby can do it, honestly.
Really?
That's how we are used to eat, because we are used to coconut.
Okay. So the typical method is the hot press. So you learnt that.
Yes, the hot pressed coconut oil. So along the line, 2018. Before 2018, a neighbor came to me and told me, Kappo-Kolawole, you are from Badagry? I said yes. People are selling coconut oil, but most of this coconut oil are fake. You can do it. I said yes, I can, but the stress of making coconut oil, I beg, I'm not interested. She left. After I think a month, another neighbor came. Madam, you are from Badagry? I said yes. I have friends coming from Port Harcourt. They need jerry cans of coconut oils.
Right.
I said no problem. Anytime they arrive, I'll take them to Badagry. We will go and buy.
This was God telling you seriously.
I think it was angels in the ear. They were angels in the
your ears by force.
But I did not. I just kept quiet. So 2018, I went home. So behind my daddy's window, there is a coconut tree. That period, I have someone that is ill with BP. He has a high BP, and I read that coconut oil is very, very good for.
Right.
So I felt okay. Since I can do this thing, can you let me pluck all these coconuts here and let me take it home? When we plucked it was 40 pieces of coconut. We call 40 pieces of coconut one hand. That's how we buy per hand. That's how we. If you want to buy coconuts, you tell me that you want per hand. So I got 40 pieces.
Okay.
So on getting home, I crushed. I did it the way we normally do it, and I got I think it was not even up to a liter. And I asked my husband that if from 40 pieces of coconut oil, I got this, then why are people selling coconut oil very less? Are they mixing it or he said something about it? How can I buy? Assuming I bought this coconut, then coconut was I think 2,500 naira per one hand. How can they be selling a liter for probably 800 naira? There's something wrong.
Yes.
He felt okay, no problem. So that person was taking the coconut oil, and also at the same time, I was telling my friends and families, my church members, we have coconut oil, we have this, we have that, and all. So people were now, how much I was selling 300 naira. I bottled it, the small bottle. But later I felt, people, let me go out. Let me, the one I plugged was free. So that money I used to sell, I had that I think 1,000 naira to eat. I went to Badagry again to buy the one I want to start to use. I want to start
to use for business.
Yes, and that time it was now 3,000 naira. So I bought 3,000 naira one hand. I got to did my usual. I bought it again. So I was now going from one house to another. I will bag it up. My husband was like, "You want to go out to work?" I said, "Yes." Yeah, I'm not okay now. It's my product. It's a gradual thing. Let me go.
Absolutely.
So I was going from one house.
Small.
Yes, one house to another.
No pride, you need to.
No humility. At times, people will abuse, people will ridicule, but I don't care. No. So that was how I started the business.
And so you continued to grow. So
I was growing. Later, we left that area. That was Igondo. We moved to Isolo. So Isolo, I was like, we were now working from home. So I'll hire people, like I pay daily wages.
Right.
So no wages for my workers. So I'll call them like 10 people. I was now buying coconuts in bags, like probably 13 hands, 15 hands. So along the line,
was it still hot press that you
hot press?
Okay.
Hot press. So someone was now advertising masterclass, coconut masterclass online. I felt okay, let me click to this, but there was no money. Honestly,
to go on the masterclass, how much did it cost?
Yes, I think 45,000 naira thereabout. There was no money. I was like, how do I told my husband, well, you can make coconut oil. There is no need. I said, I think I still need to know more about this coconut. Yeah. He said, well, I don't have money to give you. I said, okay. So I was calling people like, please, I want this, I want that, please. Help me with 5,000, help me with 2,000, help me with this 1,000. So people came, people helped. I now called the woman, can I pay half payment? Then I balance up before the end of the class, which was 2 weeks. There was no hope anywhere, but there was hope on God. So I did. I was doing the class. My uncle now called me. Twain, is it the way Mom used to make that coconut oil that I used to? I said yes. Hot press. Okay, I'll call you back. Later he called me. They said there is cold press, there is hot press. And thank God I've started a class. So I realized the meaning of cold press and hot press. I said yes. Can you do that too? I said yes. Okay, can we get 100 liters each? 100
liters. From one liter.
My sister. I was like, sir? I couldn't imagine 100 liters of cold press, 100 liters of hot press. Wow. Just like that. I said yes. For what? Did they want to resell? They said no, for consumption. I felt it was a lie. But my uncle was now calling. What's the price? Is that the class price? I was like, okay, these people are really serious. Okay, I'll give you half payment. Then when you are true, I balance you. That half payment, I just paid. I balanced up. Then that was my breakthrough.
Amazing. And you would not have that breakthrough if you didn't start. If you thought, I don't have the resources, I don't have the money, I don't have this fancy space, I don't have those excuses that people make to stop themselves from taking that step,
There are lots of
you would
challenges.
not.
I would not.
You would not have gotten that opportunity. So you had taken that first step, you had started the business,
Yes.
and then you decided to invest in yourself. And then it was in the midst of that investment, you hadn't even finished the course. You then
Yes.
saw an opportunity, a
A
bigger,
big opportunity. Yes.
much bigger opportunity come through. You know, I always say to people, you know, they say, "Oh, Bekeme, how did you start this? What do I need to do?" Blah blah blah. And I say, "See, if you say that you want to be a farmer, right? When people ask you, what do? You say, I'm a farmer.
You know,
That's what you start with.
Sisi Alagbo.
That's it.
I sell everything coconut. You
Yes.
sell coconut? Yes, I even sell coconut.
Yeah, right. Right. And so now you make all sorts of. So as I was saying, so you say, I'm this person. You start declaring it first, and then you start taking those actions. If you need to print a business card,
No.
do. If you need to have a branded shirt, do. So people know that this is who you are. And now you do all sorts. You do swallow. The other day I was saying, you said, what do you want? What do you want? I have the poundo healthy eating. I was like, hey, which one is this one again? Coconut poundo. So, I mean, why is this different? You have coconut poundo, you have the
We have coconut
flakes.
flour, we have coconut flakes, we have coconut oil, cold press and hot press, we have coconut candy.
Right.
Yes.
So this is all of them. So why this? Why coconut poundo as opposed to any other poundo out there?
Coconut, this is gluten free. It's
Okay.
a fiber food,
Right.
especially for those that are having diabetes type 2.
Right.
It's
Right.
the best meal for them. There's
Okay.
those that just want to go away with them carbohydrate like starchy foods and all. It's very good. You just need little. You don't need to swallow much because it also helps in it fills the bowel too.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. So, guys, if you're watching and you're listening, I'm sure, here it is. You can't see it properly. The email address is decreebs, as in DECRIBBS foods @gmail.com. DECRIBBS foods @gmail.com. And she has an Instagram page actually at the Creebs Home.
No, that's now at the Chris Coconut Factory.
The Creebs, still the DECRIBBS
Yes, Coconut
Factory. So you can check her out. I mean, I've been buying from her. I haven't had one complaint. You know, you talked about the fact that early on you realized that for people to be selling coconut oil at a certain cheaper rate, they
Yes.
must have been doing something.
There was some period.
Right. So doing something wrong. And I was saying that we actually had to bring coconut down from Kogi State because we had issues getting good quality coconut oil here in Lagos.
Oh.
So actually, when I tried you out, we haven't had any complaints since, have we? So we've never gone back. So
Very much.
yeah. So how did you come about this business name, and how has business been?
The Creeps. The Creeps is home.
Right.
When you say I'm going to my crib,
Right.
I'm going to my home.
Right.
So
Right.
that very day, it was just we were just talking, we were chatting in the parlor. Myself, my husband, and my elder brother. So I told them I need a name. Then I was selling to confectionaries. I need a name, a very good name. They were giving me names. I said no, something that will always take me back to my roots.
Oh.
Like I should that will always take me back because everything about me is from home.
Right.
This coconut thing is my own thing. It's my heritage too. Like, even at the same time, I wasn't into coconut then, but pastries. My mom loves pastries, chin chin, cakes, and all. You know. Then, so let me just take me back to my home.
I love that.
And they were like, "What of crib?" I said, "Crib is too. What's me of crib? Do something, change the name." So they were okay, cribs. Okay,
Brand
why
new
not the cribs?
brainstorming.
So the crib, they were okay. Find the cribs.
The cribs.
Okay, then it was TH. I said no. Let us make it DE.
Right.
The cribs.
Right.
So that was how we got the cribs.
And the Creebs is about 4 years old now.
Yes.
And you have grown tremendously.
Thank you.
I mean, yes, absolutely. Thank God for it. So what would you say has been the major impetus behind your growth?
Oh, let me say, there are so many. Yes, there are so many. But first, let me thank God for giving me the strength. And I thank my husband for being supportive, and my uncle.
Yes, who gave you that big break to start
Apart
with?
from him, there is this uncle of mine. His name is Uncle Paul.
Hi, Uncle Paul.
I don't know if he's hearing us, but is I can't. If I should go to him and cry like, Uncle, there is a problem. Like, relax. What's the problem? You should figure it out. You should think. Don't cry. Just sit down and think. That's the way he talks. Just think. Come on. He's always there to support me in one way or the other. In one way or the other, he's always there to support me. So him, and also I realized my families too. My family, they didn't let go of me. My brothers, my sisters, my cousins, everybody, they support me in one way or the other. It's not everything about money or you buying. Or no.
I agree.
You know, but everywhere. Then my customers, referrers. Then also, I'm not the type that close mouth. I will tell you my problem. This is it. Integrity to works for me.
Integrity is key.
Yes, it works. Hardworking,
And that's why you
perseverance.
believe nobody should be able to cheat you right back, because you're not cheating anybody.
At all.
You're working hard to make a living.
Exactly.
Why should somebody else take food out of your mouth? So what would you say to anybody who wishes to start a coconut business like yours, or just a small business in this country?
They should start small. I started small. I do tell my students, don't look at the cribs like that.
Oh, so you train?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't think that the cribs own this mini factory. No. I started from my kitchen. That oven there was what I was using. So just start small. When you start small, you realize your mistakes, what you can do. But if you put all your money in that thing, you might lose it. So why not start small? Even if it's 30,000 naira, start small.
Yes.
And don't be hardworking.
Don't be in a hurry to hammer now.
Don't be in a haste. Then perseverance.
Yes.
Humility.
Yes.
Be humble in everything.
Absolutely.
In everything.
Absolutely.
It works. It worked for me.
Yes.
And I'm sure it worked for other
Absolutely. And that's the one thing that I learned. There was a boss that I worked with, and I realized that we got business with the companies that she had relationships with. But I realized that as soon as she left, our friend who was in charge in a particular office left her position, we would lose the contract. And I saw that it was linked to humility. So because she knew the person who was leading, she didn't need to talk to anybody else there. And so they'd be like, we're waiting for you. So that's the one thing that I took out of that particular role, that particular job. I knew that when I started my business, I would befriend everybody. I would not be too big for the gate man. I would not be too big for the cleaner. You would be friends with it because they are there. Everybody plays a critical role and they're human. So it's important that, we stay humble and that, we give it our very best. Nothing in life Nothing good in life comes,
of course,
easy at all. So, congratulations. And tell us a little bit more how we can reach you as we're about to round the show. How can we reach you? You provide training services. You do all of these things. How can we reach you? We've given your Instagram account, but, give us a little bit more
my information, probably my phone number.
Okay.
0803 340 9333.
And say that again.
0803 340 9333.
Thank you so much. So we've had the crepes,
Kokogri, that's coconut badagri.
Right.
So I'm bringing my everything to your doorstep.
Absolutely. I absolutely love that. I absolutely love the fact that, you've shown that we have it, like the resources that we're blessed with. And it's not just oil and gas and mining resources. We have these cash crops that we can use. And there's even opportunity for export. So guys, if you've been listening, we didn't want to take calls because we wanted to dig deep into this conversation. And I want to thank you so much for coming. Thank you for bringing integrity to your business. Thank you for trusting people.
Thank you.
In the world that we're living today, it's very hard. I struggle. I was born in Lagos and I'm like, it's not entering your hand until it drops and we're like, hey, change. But thank you so much for everything that you do. May your business continue to grow from strength to strength. Thank you all so much for listening to the Good Citizen Show. We will bring you more entrepreneurs next week if you're an entrepreneur and you know that you have a good story to tell us. Do reach out to us at 0906 263 4111. 0906 263 4111. It's been Bekeme A.K. Mommy Gio on the Good Citizen Show. You take care. Bye and have a blessed week.